be doing a little bit of some ASMR. We will be making kids 9 years and younger scream at the top of their lungs. You won't be able to hear their screams, but you'll be able to feel the tension in the air. Today we're playing For Honor, and we are going to be cheesing some people. We will also talk about the latest E3 news. Thank you for joining us for a little bit of a different experience.
Let's get right into it.
John.
Are you playing Brawls today? I'm on the controller. I've been playing For Honor for about 5 years, so I'm not terrible.
I've been playing for exactly 3 hours and 55 minutes.
I like it. We're going to talk about a little E3 today, and we're going to just try to make some people mad and see what kind of reactions we can get. So let's do it.
Jonathan's fairly good at this game. I'm still learning. I can't even parry properly yet.
I learned to do that a couple years ago. So, yeah. Yep.
I don't know if we'll stick with the 2v2 brawl mode. We might do something else.
Yeah, we'll see. I like to do Brawl because then you get to both people can fight you at the same time,
yeah,
and then you get to kill both of them and they get really mad.
You get the revenge mode.
Yeah.
Knock them both down. That's always fun.
It's great.
Yeah. What's up?
What is up, gamers?
Oh, Centurion, huh? I like his color scheme. Same as my character.
Oh, it's alright. Not terrible. I've seen better, though.
Yeah.
You got one of those weebs that you were talking about.
Where?
The Kensei, World Dragon guy.
No, he's not a weeb.
No, he's a weeb.
No, he doesn't have an anime name.
That's true.
If they have an anime name, that's how you know you're in trouble. Yeah.
So you know you're about to get rocked.
Yeah. You might as well just put your controller down. Go make yourself a nice cuppa. I always think my username is Spartan General 123, and I tell everybody that.
No, it's
but
33.
You think I'd know my own username?
You think that? You would think that. Well,
That's
good start.
An excellent start there.
He's good at this game. You can tell.
I just want you to know the character John playing as is absolute cheat.
Yeah, it's not.
So it might look like he's doing good, but he's just hacking. Yeah.
I'm just decent at the game.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I think the ability to bleed up.
All right.
Yeah.
So fight number 1 is successful.
Yeah. First time that's happened today. We've been playing this for a little bit. You just gotta hate being the other guy right now. Yeah, his teammate left. Yeah.
He's in for a rough time.
Yeah.
Honestly, the bots are sometimes better than the actual players.
Anybody that's better than him. Yeah.
He wasn't great.
No, he was. He's probably missing a few fingers.
He's missing the old thumbs.
Yeah.
No, I definitely. Okay. Bad start. Okay,
We'll
we're gonna lock it back in.
Yeah.
This doesn't have to be in the video.
Yeah.
He dodges those.
Is Mink Air an anime character?
He must be.
Yeah. Your teammate died to the bot.
You'll have that.
Yeah. Oh no, the bot shows no mercy. The bot has no honor. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Now you gotta... I don't know who you are, buddy, but you're pretty dog water. That's hard to watch. Dying to a bot.
That is tough to watch.
Yeah.
Watch me die to the bot now.
Oh.
Oh, the other guy left, so we have 2 bots. Well, looks like game 1 was successful.
Yeah, some people did get mad. We engage in some tomfoolery. Yeah.
Oh no, stop that. What is my teammate doing? What is happening right now? He killed the bot already?
No, he's still alive. I think he's
Oh,
trying
the
to-
other person didn't spawn in because he left so late. The other bot didn't spawn in.
I know, he's
it's
right
here.
there. What's going on?
I was trying to get him, but it didn't let me.
I just want you to know what's up. You're still dog water. It shouldn't take 2 people to kill a bot, alright?
Well, it does with him. He struggles.
You
He's
struggle
a little
with
slow.
you
He's a
struggle
little
with
slow.
story mode, buddy. You struggle with the campaign.
All right. So E3, huh? We should talk about that a
well,
little bit, I guess.
obviously the biggest thing on the table is Elden Ring, which you know
Elden
more
Ring.
about than me.
I am very excited for Elden Ring. I've mentioned it before, I think, that I've been highly anticipating Elden Ring ever since its announcement in 2019, and we've had no information until about a week ago, and they released some new trailers and whatnot. So I'm very excited for that, coming out January 22nd of 2022.
I believe the director has a video talking about it too.
I think
The
he does. I
director
don't know
of
if
the
I've
video
seen that
game,
yet, but I think Miyazaki, and also talked to George R. R. Martin about it a little bit.
I do. See, I know a lot about George R. R. Martin. I'm a big fan of the
Yeah.
Game of Thrones series, the books. I didn't like the show too much.
Yeah, they said that basically like he made the
All
plot,
the lore,
and then they just built the game, like the mechanics of the game and everything around.
It
the
kind
plot
of looks
and
like
lore.
like Sekiro meets Dark Souls. That's what it kind of seems
it does,
like.
because
Yeah.
there's horseback riding. You can like jump off your horse. There's jumping.
Right. Well, and then there's that trailer where you put that arm on.
Well, that's the Valkyrie though. That's
Right.
that's probably gonna be like one of the final bosses.
You
what
think
people
so? You
Yeah.
don't think it will be an actual playable character? And what it seems like is it's a complete create your own character too.
Yeah,
Unlike Sekiro was.
it's gonna be like it's gonna be more RPG. Than,
I like the open world and the horse combat that I did end up
Yeah,
seeing.
they also said like there's gonna be healing items throughout the world. So we don't know if there's gonna be like an Estus flask type thing, but there's gonna be healing items you can pick up.
You think it'll be like Demon Souls with all the moon grass where they had all the different ones?
It could be, yeah. Or like the life gems in Dark Souls too.
Yep. Yeah. No, but the one thing I did notice about Elden Ring, and I was kind of disappointed in, was the graphics from the gameplay trailer.
Yeah,
the
but
graphics
it's still
didn't look
early.
very impressive. Yeah.
It's so early. The only thing that is kind of up in the air is the multiplayer, because they said there's probably not going to be horse riding in the multiplayer, so they're going to have to somehow block that out.
Well, I don't know, do you play Ghost of Tsushima, right? Ghost of Tsushima's multiplayer was awesome for a sword fighting game. If they were to like implement something like that into it,
They could
like
do that.
where it's
but
like
I think
linear levels.
I think it's going to be more like a Dark Souls type multiplayer that you get, though, like where you can kind of put a sign down or have some way to. And they also said there's going to be group passwords now, so like you can make a group where you can only see their bloodstains and their messages and stuff instead of everyone's.
That's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be, I think, like more customizable, more personalized for each player, which will be fun, of course.
I wonder how much RPG elements in it.
I think there's going to be a lot, because they said there's skills like the weapon arts that are in Dark Souls 3. There's going to be skills that you can basically detach from your weapon and just use like on a different weapon. So you can use like a dagger skill on a big weapon and stuff like that.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, so it's going to be like a lot more customized.
I mean more like armors and stuff. Dark Souls has never been in like
I don't know
change
how
your
that's gonna
appearance
be.
type of person. But like if the detachable arm is for like your character and stuff, it'd be interesting to see.
I think it'd be cool if you can like somehow get that for your character.
Right.
But it'll definitely start out as like that's definitely like the Valkyrie's thing.
Right.
And it's kind of like the guy with all the arms and stuff that we saw in the trailer.
Right. I remember
That,
that
like we
first
saw
trailer.
him in the first trailer, and then again we think it's the same guy in the trailer with all the arms and the dragon for the arm and stuff, and that says kneel and like slams his weapon down.
Right.
So that looks like those are the same guys.
So you enjoy that, and how do you feel about the possible Bloodborne remake for the PS5?
I'm of course excited about that. I'm a big Souls fan.
I think
I played it a lot on PS4. I think I played it enough where I could beat it twice in like probably under 10 hours. So I did play that. I frequented that game on the PS4, and these kids are just out of their element right now.
Well, his name's sub for PewDiePie. Isn't it? You know he's 12. J-Ray, that's kind of a weird coincidence, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
No, I think Bloodborne was probably the hardest Souls game I've ever played.
I thought Bloodborne wasn't that hard, honestly.
It's harder than all the other
It's
ones.
more fast-paced.
Right.
I feel like Sekiro was probably the easiest, honestly.
Sekiro was absolutely the easiest. Once
And I
you
think
learn
there's
the
going to be
combat.
some combat elements of... I think Sekiro had like a bigger skill, higher skill floor.
Oh, absolutely.
But it had like the skill ceiling was also higher. Like once you got the parrying down and the timing of it, then you can really figure it out.
Once you figured out it wasn't a Dark Souls game, that's what it
That's
became
the thing.
easier.
You have to learn that it's not like the other Dark Souls.
Right.
And like you have to rely on your blocking, your timing of that stuff a lot more than just dodging.
It's like a rhythm-based game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Sekiro was pretty easy too.
I thought it's one of my favorites though. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It was. I
My
think the way they do the games to get like the true ending is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because there's so many requirements you have to meet. There's like
That
4
game
different
was.
endings. And
I did have to look up how to get the Sekiro, like how to actually get past certain
Right.
because once I killed the fake monk, the purple
Yeah.
one that you fight in that weird arena, and then go past into the part where
I know
the
what
big
you're talking
vine
about,
thing's
yeah.
supposed to pick you up. I didn't know how to do that, so I did have to look that up and like trace my steps back through the game. But other than that, I thought I really enjoyed it. So, and also with Elden Ring, there's gonna be like 6 main areas that you play in called I think they're called like domains or something. What do you
Really?
remember what they called? Regions, maybe?
So it's not 100% open world. It's more like small.
So they said it'll be like you can do the bosses in any order, but there's a clear way that they want you to do it. But you can go off that if you want.
Right.
And then there's also within those 6 main areas, there's going to be like caves and stuff. They're going to be more like regular Dark Souls area. So you're going to have a map in Elden Ring of like all of the 6 main areas.
So would you say it's more like God of War with the realms?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
And then but they're going to be like more connected. I think it's not
Right.
going to be like a thing where you need the world tree to get around. It's going to be all
Right.
in one area. And then once you go off into like the caves and dungeons and stuff, you won't have a map of those areas, and it'll be like more of like I think a traditional Dark Souls area that you play through.
That sounds pretty interesting.
I'm very excited for it.
I wonder what the reward would be for like doing all that and stuff. It'd have to be loot, right?
Yeah.
If it's gonna be
Or
RPG based.
experience.
All right.
Or armor. We don't know the extent of like the RPG elements that we're gonna get.
Right. I wonder how they handle death. Like, what do you lose? What do you
They
get?
said that there's not going to be a revive element like there was in Sekiro. So it's going to be like, but they said they're probably going to bring in like portable campfires or bonfires basically, where you can kind of put them down wherever.
Well,
you
that makes
want
sense for the open world
Yeah.
element of it.
Because they were thinking about that for Dark Souls 3, but they never put it in the game.
Now, I wonder if it'll have any connection to the Soulsborne world. They haven't
I doubt it.
straight
I
out
think-
denied it.
I don't think it will, because you have like the herb tree and stuff,
Right.
and like and they say instead of hollows, they're what do they call them again? I forget what the name of them is, but they're not hollows anymore. It's something similar to that, but they're not that. So I think it'll be interesting to see what they do. And this kid's just terrible. He's an awful player.
I gotta tell you that what I'm most excited for is Dying Light 2. Been waiting for that forever. Finally got a release date. It's the day after my birthday, December 7th. Although I'm kind of worried because I've heard that the development hasn't gone super well, and that the reason it's been delayed so many times is because the game was basically unplayable.
Took my kill.
I think you took his kill. I think you attacked first. Yeah.
That's fair.
What about you, John? What do you think about Dying Light 2? Do you know
I'm
anything
excited.
about
I don't know a lot about Dying Light 2. I think I've seen a couple pictures of it,
Right.
but that's really it. I haven't seen a whole lot.
I
I'm
know
excited.
that-
If it's going to be anything like the first one, I'm very excited for it.
it? I gotta say, games are starting to make me a little upset because they're making everything cross-generational for it to be more accessible, but games can't handle that. Like
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 should have never been released on the PS4.
Yeah.
And
it just fell apart. It couldn't handle all
right,
that.
and sure, people can, but I mean, you gotta upgrade with the times. I know it's hard to get a PS5 right now, but I'd rather a better product than a compensated product,
Yeah.
so I can play. You know, like if they put Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, it wouldn't be the same game because
Yeah.
they have instant level loading. There's no loading screens in the Ratchet.
That's
and Clank
like
game.
with Spider-Man on the PS5.
Right.
There's a lot because like when you would go into a warehouse or something, do those challenges, and you went
Yeah.
out, there was a long loading screen on the
Right.
PS4, but the PS5 it's like instant. You just
It's
jump
instant,
straight out
right.
of the building.
Right. The new Ratchet and Clank, by the way, is phenomenal. It's an awesome game. I beat it not too long ago. If you guys want to see a walkthrough of it, just let us know. We can do it. But the way the game is, the way the game plays, 60 frames per second, 4K with ray tracing, I mean, it's amazing. But yeah, I don't know how Dying Light 2 is going to perform on the PS4 because when it was announced, it was completely next generation. It wasn't supposed to be on the PS4, from what I've heard. But you know, who knows?
They're doing their best to kill me. They're just he killed me finally. We got a death with victory.
I'll tell
Victory
you-
and death.
I will say though, I'm not a big Xbox guy. Obviously, I'm always Jonathan's an Xbox guy, but I've
I am
always
that.
been a PlayStation man. But I think Xbox has knocked it out of the park so far, especially with the Starfield announcement. I absolutely adore Bethesda games, and I gotta say, Starfield being an Xbox exclusive is gonna get me to buy an Xbox. So,
I think
bravo on
Xbox did
there.
a really good job.
Yeah,
with everything.
Problem on there. Another game I'm really excited for is Far Cry 6. I can't wait to play it. I'm sad it got delayed so late, but it's fine. It's supposed to be out already. I think it was supposed to come out February 26th at first, but now it's coming out in October, in August, September maybe? I don't remember. It's before December though. So I'm super excited for that. They're bringing back an already voiced character instead of Far Cry 5 and Far Cry New Dawn, where you made your own character and they didn't really talk. Unless you count the judge in Far Cry New Dawn, who's technically your character from Far Cry 5 after the nuclear bomb goes off. And then, like, every time you hit him, the only noise he makes is... Yeah, because his tongue was cut out. He had his tongue cut out. I thought Far Cry 5 was interesting though, but if you actually look, they was John actually a prophet? Did you play Far Cry 5, John?
I did.
Like, was Joseph actually a prophet calling all that happening, or was, it a coincidence or something? But he had silos that you would destroy that had missiles in them. Obviously, he's the one that launched the nukes.
Yeah, I didn't really like the ending. I thought it was. I thought they could have done a lot with it, and then just destroying the world kind of. Didn't do a lot.
I liked the ending where you didn't arrest Joseph Seed, because I don't know if you remember. Did you ever do that ending?
I don't think so.
Well,
I just got the nuclear.
In one of the parts, you get. I don't know if you remember when you were fighting his brother. I can't remember his brother's name. John Seed. When you're fighting John Seed, he manipulated you with music and brainwashed you that every time you heard this music, you kill everybody. Well, if you don't arrest him, you get in the car and you drive away, and that song turns on the radio, and the screen starts to turn red, and you end up, it doesn't show it, but it implies you end up killing everybody in the car.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool ending. And then, of course, after that, the nukes go off anyway, so you die anyway.
Yeah.
So.
I thought it just, kind of cut it.
It was rushed.
It was a rush.
It was rushed, to get locked in the bunker at the end of it and not have any explanation or anything. I don't know. But Far Cry's focus has always been the villains. You have Voss from 3, you have Pagan from 4, and 5 is just... Joseph Seed just really wasn't that interesting to me. The problem was there was more than one villain. You had Faith, John...
John, and Joseph.
Yeah, Faith,
all 3.
Yeah, and Joseph was interesting, but we didn't see enough of him. And I think they kind of redeemed that in Far Cry New Dawn, but Far Cry New Dawn felt more like a DLC than it did its own game. But Far Cry 6 looks like they're bringing back the voice character. Far Cry 3 was my favorite Far Cry ever. It was the first Far Cry I actually ended up playing, and it made me play 2, and 2 was fine. I miss the brutal healing animations, which looks like they brought it back for 6. The ones where you take the stick in your arm and push the bullet all the way through to heal yourself if you're out of med kits. That's awesome.
Lots of exciting things coming up.
Yeah. Starfield got a release date for next year in 2022. It's a shame it's so far away. But we got to remember too, this is just the start. PlayStation's Direct was today. I don't know what they've announced so far, but I'm excited to get off here and find out. I'm hoping to see some God of War news. I know it's been delayed to next year, but like some gameplay or something to give us what we're working on. But I've heard Cory Barlog, that's his name. I've heard Cory Barlog, the director of the God of War series, say some ideas that they had for the PS4 version of the game. The first one that they couldn't do because of the limitations, where you would instantly travel between realms and solve puzzles. Like you would be in one place, travel the realms, and then you'd be in a different place and you had to solve a puzzle there for the other realm. But they couldn't do it because of the loading screens were too fast. Now, I don't know if they'll implement that into the PS5 version because they already announced that it's cross-generation, which again hinders the game because now they gotta account for that, which is probably why it got delayed, in all honesty.
Well, he's talking about he's dominating these people.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good. But wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't that be an awesome idea to travel the realms instantly like the dwarves do?
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead it's going to be...
Yeah, like you said, the problem is you have to have the technological capability.
Yeah, and the PS5 could do it.
Yeah.
But... And I like I said, I get that it's hard to get right now, but I would take quality over quantity.
My teammate already died.
I gotta say that God of War is probably one of the best games I've ever played.
I agree with
the
that.
story was good.
The most recent one was probably the best. One
That's
of the
what
best
I'm
games
saying.
I've ever played.
Yeah, the story, the direction where it's all one camera. The camera
Yeah.
never. I mean, that was awesome. I hope they redo it. Now, something I'm worried about is there's been a lot of talk that Atreus will be the main character, and I don't know if I like that. Because God of War is Kratos. He's the God of War. And I know Atreus is Loki, which means I think you'll end up killing him. That's what I think. Loki's the bad guy in Norse mythology.
Yeah. I think that'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
Right.
To see like how Loki plays into.
Well, I think it would be nice to see if he got like kidnapped and like by the gods
I think
and
he's
stuff.
gonna have to, isn't he?
Right. Well, if you follow the pattern of God of War, and God of War 1 seems to be following the same pattern. In the first God of War, you only fought one god, and that was Ares. In this first God of War that this one just came out with, you fight one god, and that's Boulder. So in the second God of War, it involves time travel, and they've already talked about time travel in Ragnarok, or in the new God of War. We'll call it 4 for this, in God of War 4. But so if it's following that same formula, they should implement some form of time travel in the new God of War game. And let's say Kratos, I don't know, travels through time, right? Or
I don't
maybe
know if do they have any reason to do that though?
yeah, because Ragnarok already happened, but the World Serpent was sent back in time. There's already time travel in the game. Or at the start of the next game, when Kratos meets Thor kills Kratos, and in typical God of War fashion, Kratos goes to Helheim, and time moves way faster time moves slower in Helheim than it does on Middle Earth. So he fights his way out of Helheim and gets back, and Atreus is an adult and was raised by the Aesir.
Yeah.
And now he's evil. Now he resents his father. Now, I think a lot of people would be mad if that happened because a lot of people like Atreus a lot. Like all you babies out there who say The Last of Us 2 was a bad game because Joel died. Get over yourselves. It's not your story. You didn't write the game. It was always the director's story to tell, and it's a good story. Joel was not a good guy. Joel doomed humanity. Joel deserved what he got. He was killed brutally. He was a good character, and Abby was not a badly written character. Abby wanted to kill Ellie because Ellie literally killed all of her friends, including a pregnant woman. Ellie slit a pregnant woman's throat. Where does your argument start, though, for Last of Us 2 being a bad game? Last of Us 2 is one of the best developed games I've ever played. It's not my favorite game by far, but the AI, when you kill somebody and they call the person's name out.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Yeah. And then the argument is they did all that character development in the first game for no reason. It's like, that's not true. Again, it's not your story that he's telling. He did the story out. He did it just fine. He proved that Joel was not a good guy. Joel killed somebody's father. That person won. The whole name of the game is revenge. That's what it is. That's what Last of Us 2 is about. And that's not the Last of Us game. That's not the Last of Us game they're going to make either. There's already rumors that the third one's in development.
I don't know where he's going right now. I guess I'll just res my teammate. I executed his teammate, so that's just not going to work.
Maybe he's thinking he can res him.
No,
and if you disagree with me, take it to the comments, all right? Because I hate people who the game got 10 out of 10 across the board. And you got toxic people in the community who were mad because a muscular girl was a playable character. You remember all that stupid stuff that was out about it too before it came out about Abby being a transgender and everybody thinking that was like that was so stupid. Never happened. Never was in the game. Never was even mentioned. The only gay character in the game was Ellie, which we've already known.
Yeah.
Which
he just doesn't know what to do. He got thrown in the blender right there. Sorry about that one.
I hate players like you. I just want you to know that.
I think everyone hates players like
Let him get the revive. Yeah.
Oh, get it. No, get it. Come on. Get the res. Yeah.
That guy's not gonna let him.
Wait, where'd you go? Yeah, get it. Do it.
Get the res.
Do it.
Do you think they'll let us get Xbox Game Pass on PS5 eventually?
I think they should, but I don't know if they will.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
It would be pretty nice. Oh, they're both gonna fight me here. Okay.
I think Sony needs to come out with their own version of Game Pass.
I think they do, don't they?
No, I wouldn't count PS Plus. They have PS Now where you can play monthly to like stream games, but it's not very good quality. It's like $10 a month. I don't think it's worth it personally. As someone who's had it for a while. I never use it. And sometimes the free games that come out each month just aren't even worth it. Like this month, it's like some kind of soccer game, and I don't even remember what they are, but I'm not going to download any of them.
Yeah.
Even though it's free, I mean, they couldn't pay me to take them. I will say, though, the free 10 games that I got when I bought the PS5 was nice. It comes with, it's called PlayStation Days of Play and stuff, or something like that. Oh, wow.
I'm just getting lifespanned out of my mind right now.
That's what they do. That's what your character does.
I'm dead. I dodged that attack, but it's fine. Alright, I'll probably play someone else now. I'll show you guys some Tiandi gameplay.
Yeah, let's see that. Ugh.
Oh no, this
Hopefully
Orochi.
you're enjoying this E3 talk.
And this For Honor. For Honor's a little different. We haven't done this yet, but it's a game that I enjoy a lot. I've played ever since the release. And yeah, I just think that kind of being toxic and trying to get some laughs out of the game and talking about E3 would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm,
So
absolutely.
we're just going to try it out and see what happens. Alright. So Orochi just doesn't know it's about to hit him. I guess he probably does. He's fought me before.
You know, I have an unpopular opinion about games too that I can't believe. You know what I don't think is a really good game that everybody loves?
What?
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn is a good game.
I didn't like it.
I like the story.
I never
thought
never
the
got
story was
into
good.
it. I thought the gameplay was boring and repetitive, and I don't know.
I can see that. I
I never got into
I
it.
enjoyed it a lot though.
I played it for a while. I gave it like 3 shots, and I thought maybe I'm just not, you know, maybe it's just. But I never liked it. The side missions were boring. There's just so much to do in the world. I don't know. It wasn't for me. It's not fast paced enough. I like melee combat. There was a big restriction on the melee combat as you couldn't get different weapons. I didn't like how the different armor parts didn't really actually do anything.
You're also fighting robot dinosaurs, so
Right.
there's not a lot of melee you can do with that.
Right, when I think some of the boss battles that they have in the game were super cool, and
Yeah.
like the parts that knock off, like the physics of the game were great, but to me, I couldn't get into it. There's nothing really ever happened in the story while I was playing that
They're
made me
supposed to be
think.
making a second one, right?
Yeah, it's Forbidden West. They've already announced. Yeah,
That's what I thought.
and I'll check that. And if I might revisit Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe I don't know. It'll be the 3rd time I've revisited it, but we'll see.
Yeah, I played it when I think like around the time it first came out, or a few months after that. So it's been a long time since I played it, but I remember enjoying it a lot.
I didn't like it. I don't know why I didn't like it. The open world games are my thing. I love open world games, but I didn't get into it like I thought I would. I guess my thing is I was expecting more of an RPG than what I actually got.
Yeah, it's not really an RPG.
Which
it's like
was a narrative
It's like
game,
a linear
yeah.
open world game
Yeah.
almost. Which I think is almost what Elden Ring is going to go for, but less linear. Because I think we mentioned this. They said that you can, like fight the bosses in any order that you want, or go into the areas in any order that you want. But there is going to be like a clear way, especially in the beginning. There's going to be a clear way that they want you to go, but you can kind of stray off of that and go different ways and just explore for yourself.
It'd be nice if they pulled a Sekiro and there was like different ways to
Yeah.
get the boss. Like you could be stealthy or.
Well, there is going to be stealth in the game too.
Right.
Which is
I would
something
like
forgot
to see.
mention.
What I would like to see is some more dialogue. I'd like to see your character
They
speak.
said that
Yeah.
they said that exploration is going to be a huge thing, especially in the towns and stuff, because there are going to be NPCs that you can interact with that are going to tell the story more. Because in the previous Dark Souls, that you got most of the lore from items and
Right.
just like basically picking stuff up.
And the only people you really walked into were back at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but in Elden Ring, you're going to be able to actually talk to a lot more people and get the lore and the plot
See,
more
I
from
think-
dialogue and actual like storytelling than from items. There still will be a lot from items, but just it'll be more.
I think that would be interesting to see an actual populace. Like Bloodborne almost brought it into it, but
Yeah.
everybody you talk to is behind a door.
Yeah.
You never actually saw anyone.
And I think Elden Ring's going to try to do that, where like you actually interact with people that are like still sane, kind of, or
Right.
like still kind of on your side rather than just being in death and stuff.
Which I think would be super interesting. These guys are annoying too.
You know,
People who actually know how to play the character,
this guy doesn't, so do it.
they just spam the same move though. See, this is like like I told John, this is like a live action Dark Souls. Everybody just used the same moves. Once you learn it, you're good to go.
How'd that hit me?
What executions does this guy have? I haven't actually played as him
Don't
yet.
try that. What are you doing? I'll try to show you guys, but here's an execution.
I just want you to know you're the worst type of player. I'll say that again.
I quite enjoyed being
That
toxic.
guy is more mad at you than the enemy is.
I've got him too.
Your bloodlust knows no end. Yeah.
Round 2.
Oh, nice latency.
I think this
Love
is
to see
this,
that.
I think this is the coolest character in the game, looking wise.
Yeah. Oh, did he just actually do that?
He's probably pretty upset you double got him.
Sounds like my teammate is absolutely just wearing it over there.
It's okay, he's got heavy armor. That's his whole thing. He's a tank. The tank! Tank Evans! That's from Surf's Up. You guys remember that movie, Surf's Up? With Shia LaBeouf as the penguin? It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen.
This guy doesn't like me.
The kids should try to be like Tank. I mean, they should try. Good luck, kids.
My teammate's trying to take the kill. It's mine, boy. Don't do that. You're dead.
Yeah, a blade to the spine will usually do that to you. You hit him right in the back of the neck, right in the nape. That was a Titan, he'd be dead.
That's an anime reference.
Nobody got that because nobody else watches anime. But
Everybody watches Attack
we'll go
on
with
Titan.
it. No, I haven't.
Everybody watches.
No, I haven't.
Every normal person without autism watches. I got autism. That's not true. That I just said that just so that people won't say, "Oh, he's making fun of people with disabilities." Shut up. All right, I can. I've got the autism pass. The A word. Yeah.
A-word.
Yeah.
This guy's dead. Oh, I hit my teammate too.
Yeah.
Get out of here, boy. Yeah, do it. What?
Lock on.
I can't
Lock on.
my
Hit him in the nape.
teammate. I'm just a different breed. I'm what they call built different.
Not well, but different. He's
Not
built-
well, but
yeah.
different. Yes, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah. You like my emblem?
It's decent actually.
I spent like 2 minutes making it.
Yeah, I could tell. We haven't gotten the same reaction. The reactions that I've wanted. I really wanted some.
The first one
some
was
pe-
pretty
The first
well.
one was the good reaction. We haven't really gotten a lot of reactionary toxicity out
It
of
would
these
be
people.
nice if there was like a proximity chat, but I guess that's toxic.
I think you can talk to people somehow. I just
You
really
have to like
don't- I've
invite them
never done
to a party, I think,
Maybe,
which
yeah.
you can from this screen if you really wanted, but
it. We're not going to do that.
they probably wouldn't accept it.
Who should we play this time?
I want to see somebody different. What about Shield Guy?
Shield guy.
Yeah,
His name is Warlord.
one of the most annoying characters in the game.
This is a character I haven't played a whole lot. But,
He has a move that can block all attacks.
a lot of characters.
Well,
have a
all
move that
directions.
can- yeah.
Well, and the girl that you play as has the hidden stance,
Yeah.
which is kind of annoying sometimes too.
I think hidden stance is one of the coolest things in the game. That's why I like to play Nobushi, because you can kind of like style on people with the hidden stance
Yeah.
and just disrespect their lineage while you're killing them. While you cut their head off, you're also disrespecting them.
So would you say this looks better than what you played on?
Yeah.
Graphically?
Because I play on Xbox and that only gets 30 frames right now.
I have a Chad Station 5, just in case you're wondering.
He does. It gets 60 frames per second.
4K.
I'm a little jealous.
I wonder if there'll be a PS5 update for this game. I doubt it. Why wouldn't they just make a new one?
I think they should. I think they had so much potential for this game. I think it could have been like one of the most popular games to ever
It was
exist.
when it came out.
Yeah, and the developers kind of.
So was
ruined
Siege.
it.
Siege is not fun anymore. I recently played Siege, and it's not the same game. There's just a point where you gotta let a game die and then go back to the drawing board. I think Destiny 2 is the best example of when they let Destiny 1
Yeah.
die and just go back to the drawing board. I think that's a good
I thought
example.
Destiny 1 was good, but then they started Destiny 2 and it was really bad when it first came out.
Right.
But then once they added all the DLCs, it's pretty good now.
Right. I like the seasons of Destiny 2. I like how everything like has the story. Like unlike this, new seasons means new characters. It doesn't mean new story.
Yeah.
Destiny 2 new season means a
The thing
progression
is,
in the
it
story.
does mean new story. It's just like something that people don't really pay attention to a lot.
Right.
Oh, please hit, please hit, please hit, please hit. Dang it.
Oh.
What are you doing, kid?
Are you pretty good at the Highlander?
I am actually, but you don't have him unlocked.
Well, we can buy him if you want.
I think you need 10,000 steel for that,
Okay.
don't you?
We'll just see how much
Execute
the
him
pack
already.
is.
Stop. Dang it.
I think that's
Stop.
the most boring execution in the entire game.
You don't even kill him. You just
Yeah,
let
he
them
just
die.
falls down.
Round 2.
Oh, he is a Highlander.
Yeah. This is getting buried. Nice try.
Oh, headbutt.
What?
Nice. I want to see some decapitations going on.
Hey, yeah, that's what I thought, boy.
Did you ever play Kingdom Come?
I don't
Deliverance?
think I did, no.
So it's a first-person medieval game that the sword play works just like this, except for
Oh,
those
that's
7.
bad. Dang it, dude. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm just not very good at World War.
So there's 7 directions, and it's first person, and you can perform combos and stuff, and it's really accurate. I think you'd like it.
Are you talking about,
Kingdom
there's
Come
another
Deliverance.
game that's a lot like that, too. It's called Mordau.
Mordau. It's kind of like Mordau, a little graphically better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not multiplayer. They're coming out with a second one here soon. I liked Kingdom Come. I thought it's the most accurate medieval simulator you'll ever get. It's really awesome. The only problem I have with it is it's not a create your own character type. There's a set person that you play as, which is, it's fine because he's voiced and everything. And then it's really cool because starting out, you're just a farmer and you don't know how to fight with a sword, and then you train how to fight with a sword and you're still not good at it.
Yeah.
It's really cool how they did it. And if you take more than one person on at a time, you're dead.
Well, that's usually how it is.
Right.
No,
not
it's
not in
executed.
video games though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take out armies. Have you ever played Dynasty Warriors?
I try not to.
Yeah.
But I have before, unfortunately.
It does not take a brain to play Dynasty Warriors. It's mindless fun. If it was free, I would play it. I don't know if I'd ever pay money for it. 'Cause it's just mindless. It's the same thing over and over again.
Kind of like this guy right here, just the same thing over and over again.
You know another game I didn't like that a lot of people like? Final Fantasy VII.
I've heard that game's really good. But
I don't.
I've never played Final
I
Fantasy.
didn't see the appeal to it. I played it for hours too, and I don't know. Maybe I never played it in the original way. I played it in the live fighting way, not the take your turn type of way.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like that. I don't know. It's just Pokemon with real people. That's what it is. I like Pokemon, I guess. Nice. I haven't
No,
seen
that's
you.
mine.
I want to see you play as that guy.
Alright, I'll play the old Lawbringer. Your wish is my command.
Oh boy. Yeah, so as of recording this, we haven't seen what PlayStation has done yet. I guess I can just, while you're doing this, look her up and see what they've announced, if they've announced anything. That wouldn't be too difficult. I have the ability to do it.
We do have the internet, don't we? The beauty of technology.
Well, Jonathan doesn't have internet.
That's true, I don't.
Jonathan is what we call a peasant. That is not poor shaming or whatever you want to call it. What did they do to Jacksepticeye when he said everybody should have a PS5? They poverty shaming or whatever it's called. Making words up is what you're doing. Everybody should own a PS5.
You heard it here first, folks. Everyone should own a PS5. Actually, you heard it here second, I guess. Since
And if you don't have one, I am poverty shaming you. How dare you? Sell your food stamps. Trade them.
Sell your house. Sell your car.
Yeah, go into debt. Find a loan shark or something. Do whatever you can, all right? I don't want to hear excuses. I want to see results. You have 2 weeks. What do they call it? PlayStation Direct? Or that's a Nintendo Direct. What is it?
You probably just look at PlayStation. I'm sure it will come up.
Yeah.
Can Little Egghead pick someone, please?
I think you were wrong.
Well, I told you not to look that up, dum-dum.
Let me see news.
What do we got? We got an Orochian Award in A. Year 1 characters only. What are we finding?
I don't see anything. What is it? State of Play, that's what it's called.
Now we're on to something.
1 year 1 characters only. 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 1 year 1
Now we're in business.
It might not be today. I heard it was today.
Do it. Do it. That's unfortunate. Eat it. He carried it. Don't do that. Don't do that either. Oh, no, into the fire. Dang it. Yeah, get in the fire. Haha. Haha. You're dead. Schling. Easy game. See if we can get to this next guy before he dies from my teammate. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. Back up. Yes. No, my teammate took the kill. Die.
Yeah, fuck you.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Fuck with you, man. You did like dildo, so fuck you.
He's gonna do that a lot. He's kind of in his history. I agree.
I'm taking his kill this time.
He's the worst type of player.
You don't want to back yourself into this corner, boy.
I could have swore they said PlayStation was having some type of thing today because I thought Silent Hills was going to be announced.
That's just what's happening right now is just really unfortunate.
You're just not doing good.
No, I'm not at all. Oh, get off. Yeah. Wah! Dead. I killed myself. Someone died. It's just the wrong person.
You rolled right out of the way. You jumped off in 400 pounds of armor, and your body shattered like an egg. What'd you experience?
Parry and attack one time. Oh my goodness, figure it out.
Don't worry about it. He just killed himself, so.
Oh, I'll be better next round. Don't worry. I'm gonna redeem myself this next round. I also still have 2 kills more than my teammate, more than sicko mode time. So I just want to mention that.
Sicko mode dropped the F-bomb.
Sicko mode did.
I'm telling Mom.
Eat it. Yeah, you're bad. Parry it. Yeah, you're bad. Eat it. Oh, he dodged it, dang it. Oh, I parried that. Parry it. Yeah, you're bad, kid. Give me that execution. See ya. Teammate's dead because he's dog water.
Subscribe for dog water. Yeah.
My teammate also left. So, I guess I'm on my own.
I think me telling him I'm going to tell Mom really worried him. Yeah.
He had to get off.
Yeah, he's like, no!
Eat it. Oh, he didn't eat it. I'm just really failing against this Orochi. Really, in every single way possible.
There we go. Let's see some damage.
You want to see some damage? Stop. Don't
I
do
want
that.
you to flex seal this guy.
Oh, I should have thrown a heavy right there.
What
He
is the
was dead.
flex guy's name?
Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
Is it Philip?
I think it's Phil, isn't it?
Phil?
Phil, I don't
Phil
know.
Haynes?
I don't remember.
I don't know. JonTron knows. JonTron's obsessed with the guy.
Alright, let's
Is
see
it
if I can...
DonTron or JonTron? Why can't I remember anybody's name today?
I don't know, you're just struggling today.
Yeah. Let's hope your bot teammate's better.
Probably not. Oh no. That could have been really bad.
You better get the kill first, though.
Oh, I thought that was it. Stop. What are you doing? Well, there's my teammate. Oh no, I died! He jumped on top of me.
There's my teammate. Some good content in this game. First loss of the day.
First loss of the day.
Alright, well, so that's probably going to be enough for today. That was our E3 talk slash new gameplay experiment.
The new
Guys, bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.